Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shantavia Williams. I hope that you guys are all doing amazing. Guys, let me stop with my antics. But anywho, I want to come on here and just allow this moment to be a moment of transparency, just to kind of give you guys a little insight on my experience with my health that drove me into fitness as it did, and it has completely become my lifestyle, as you guys saw in my previous video. This is something I do daily. This is a lifestyle. I'm literally just recording it now. That's literally what it is. I'm bringing y'all on the journey, but I've been already on it, okay? But I just want to go ahead and just come on and just, again, offer a moment of transparency. So, all right. So I got pregnant with my daughter at 23. I had her at 24 because she'll be 10 this year. And so, with that pregnancy, it came with like a lot of complications. This is very common, particularly within the African American community, developing preeclampsia. What is preeclampsia? Preeclampsia is when the pregnancy is literally causing your blood pressure to be unstable, which is now making you a high-risk pregnancy. You can stroke out, God forbid. You can have seizures. You can even die. Honestly, it's something that's it goes under the radar, so that's what makes it that much more it's really truly a silent killer, because high blood pressure alone is a silent killer, but it's definitely a silent killer when you're pregnant. Right? That's the last thing one wants to have to experience. And so the pregnancy was causing my blood pressure to be completely unstable. Guys, my numbers were like crazy. I want to say my blood pressure was like 190 over 110, 185 over 115. Like, those are my numbers, like, consistently. And I remember my doctor, not the nurse, the doctor, she came to me, and when they kept running, they were shocked at my number. That's why they kept running. They're like, wait, is this serious? Like, this is really her numbers right now? And she came over to my bed and she said, sweetheart, her exact words, she said, sweetheart, you don't have a headache? You don't feel dizzy? And I'm like, no. Like, I felt perfectly fine. Mind you, swollen, big swollen, like, you know, it was the water retention was just on 10. And she said, you don't have? I said, no, I feel perfectly fine. And she looked at me and she was like, you're scaring me. And she looked at me like I could see almost like the fear in her eyes, like when she said it to me. And that is what really got my attention. I'm like, oh wait, what's going on? Like, I thought I just had to come here for them to just take more blood work for me. Like, what is really happening here? And she's like, honey, you can't go home. You have to stay here. We have to induce you. Because she's like, you can't have that pressure that high. She's like, you could stroke. She's like, you could stroke out, God forbid. Like, anything can happen. Like, she said, this is not good at all. You must stay. So they kept me in, you know, at the hospital, running tests. My blood pressure would not go down. They had me on like 3 medications. They had me on this IV. They would come in like clockwork, putting stuff back in the IV, putting all kind of medicine, all kind of things. Nothing. They wouldn't even allow me to eat, because eating, depending on what's in the food, can spike your blood pressure. So here I am, big pregnant, in the hospital, can't eat nothing, like nothing. I'm agitated. I'm annoyed. They're having all these tests. They ended up having to induce me. It was just, it was really bad. So then I actually end up, I go into labor from them inducing me. I go into labor. I give birth to my daughter, and I did not have a cesarean. I pushed my daughter. And I don't know if that was the best choice, but I did. And the minute she was not on that table when they were weighing her, she wasn't on there a full minute before my blood pressure spiked up so much that like the alarm started to go off in my room. And then all of a sudden, like all of these doctors just swarmed my room. I'm like, what is going on? And they're like getting all this stuff. Like, oh, do you have this? I'm like, what in the world? And then all of a sudden I started to vomit. I started to have like this really bad headache. It was really, really bad. I didn't know what was going on. Everything was just happening so fast. I'm like, what is this? Like, like when you're, and I was kind of out of it a little bit. Like I remember my memory, like I was coming in and out almost like, what is this? 'Cause they were just pumping me with all this stuff. Well, medicine, obviously to alleviate whatever. I didn't even know what took place at that moment. Everything just happened so fast. And they just shipped me off to ICU. I don't even remember the ride to ICU. I just remember going out, like I kind of was like out of it. And I remember waking up in ICU, and I had my family, they were around, and my friend, I heard her laughing. I'm like, who is this laughing? But it was my close friend. And that was when I came back almost like into consciousness. It's almost like I wasn't into consciousness a little bit. And it was, that time it was really hard for me because I couldn't even be with my daughter. Like after that happened, they had me in ICU. They had me on a catheter because they had me on all this medication. So I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up and go to the bathroom. So they had me on a catheter. I could not even bathe myself. They had a nurse come in and actually bathe me like a baby. Okay? Like I couldn't do anything. It was like I was bedridden. I couldn't do anything. And I just remember, and even though I'm saying all that, what really was weighing on my mental was the fact that I wasn't with my daughter. Like it was, I don't know what it was. It was something about that just kept like eating away with me. Like, but my baby, I'm not with Sky. I'm not with her. Like, and so then like the maternal instincts was kicking, and I'm just like, okay, I'm worrying. Like, okay, is she okay? Like, because I still haven't even seen her. I still haven't even laid eyes on my child yet. I've been just in ICU being pumped with medication. So that was really just, oh my God, it was weighing on me. And I felt really bad, man. Like I felt really bad. I was just in this space, like, oh, I had the support of my family, but I really did feel alone. I did. And then on top of that, I wasn't with my baby. It was a dark place for me, kind of mentally. It really was. And so my grandmother, she would come out every day and she would pray over me, and they ended up even discharging my daughter. My daughter had to go home with her grandmother while I'm still in ICU. Like, y'all don't understand. That was just, I wasn't able to have no bonding with my baby at all for like 4 days, right? So anywho, the very last day, as they started to finally get my blood pressure under control, where they were able to actually discharge me, the nurse pulled me aside. It was a nurse, and she and I had kind of built a rapport, and she said to me, she said, listen, she said, your mother has high blood pressure, your father has high blood pressure. She said, but you can beat this. She said, change your lifestyle, lower your salt intake, and get active. Okay. Now, I'm going to stick a pin there. I kind of was active a little bit before my daughter. It's just, because I got a membership when I was 19. I got pregnant with my daughter at 23. So I was a little active, but I wasn't taking my health and my fitness serious at all. It was just more, on some, I want to just lose 10 pounds. I'll just go do cardio. Like, I wasn't serious about my fitness journey as I am now. Like, nowhere near. So when she said that, when she said, if you take it serious, you get active, you take care of your, you change your lifestyle, you get active, you get, you live your life a certain way, you do not have to be on 3 medications. They were going to have me on 3 medications at 24 years old. Okay. It was labetalol. I think it was a water one. It was another one. 3 medications at 24. I was like, no way. And I'm saying, and as she's saying this to me, I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm just like, 3 medication. Like I felt like my life was just changing. Then I just had a baby. It was just a lot. But I listened to her. I listened. And so I took my health and fitness, as you can see, very serious. I do not play. I eat a certain way. I eat right. I watch my salt intake. I watch my sugar intake. I'm very active. I lead my life. I live. I take care of God's temple. I look at my body as God's temple. That's really how I look at it. Even the word says the Holy Spirit dwells within us, having the fruits of the Spirit. The Holy Spirit dwells within us. What it says, to live our life as a living sacrifice. We're supposed to take care, be a good steward of what we have been given. And once that happened, it was almost like a blessing in a storm. It took that to happen for me to get serious. And listen, you can ask anybody who knows me. I don't play about my fitness. I don't play about my health. I take care of my health. I take care of my mind. I take care of my body. I eat a certain way on purpose, okay, to break this generational thing. This is something that goes back generations in my family. I'm not having it. It stops with me. And it's going to start with me. It's going to start this new regiment, this new trailblazing of health, eating a certain way, and it's so important. I also did another video. I'm going to upload that of me juicing, just showing you guys things that I do with even my juicing, because that ties into this walk. God dwells within us. The Holy Spirit is within our temple. You must take care of it. We must be a good steward of it. We must have, if we have the Holy Spirit, there needs to be evidence of it. And we have to take care of it. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to take care of our minds. For this is where we live. This is where we dwell. To be in a temple, imagine, it's like think about going into a hall and it's like dark and it's gloomy and it's goblins and it's all kind of terror. But it's a difference when you go into a temple and the light is shining and it's healthy and it's positive, people smiling. It's a different thing. That's how you have to look at this. This is our temple. We must take care of it. Whatever you don't take care of, you lose. We must take care of it. Whatever you don't take care of, it dies. So we must take care of our health. We must take care of our bodies. We have to. This is not about looking good. It's deeper than rap. It's deeper for me. I was having this conversation with my sister. It's deeper for me. It's not just about looking good. No, I want my body to be at its optimal level. And if I can live my life in a way that's going to add to that, that's going to build that up, I will do it. I don't care. No, I'm not eating this. No, I'm not eating fried fish and fried pork. I'm not doing that. I'm not eating macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cornbread every day. No. Sometimes you have to, and you know what? Most of the time, we must unlearn some stuff. Coming out of agreement with some stuff. We must unlearn some stuff. A lot of stuff, actually. Especially to see your life propel and move forward. We got to come out of agreement with what was. Let's unlearn and relearn. We don't have to be eating chitlins. Just saying. Pick up a fruit. Pick up a vegetable. Like, I'm serious. Get a smoothie. Go drink some beet juice. I'm serious. And I know that may sound extreme to some, but these are things you want to make sure that you are consuming something that that's nutritious to your body. This is where you live. This is where your spirit dwells. This is where God's spirit dwells. It's important to add to that. That's important. you know? So yes, yes, you will moving forward. And I did a bit of letting you all know this. I'm going to be implementing health. Yes. Things that you should eat, just certain workouts to implement. Get active, get in shape, take care of yourself, love on yourself. Okay? And you know, and this is my testimony. This is real life. This is not a game. This is not no story. This ain't no clout. No, this is my real life testimony of what God brought me through, but brought me to. Again, like I said, it was like the blessing in the storm, because it started such a new regiment for my life. And so I'm actually grateful for that. You know, you see how God works? It's just amazing. But yes, guys, so I just wanted to let you all know that, just give you guys a little insight on how this journey started for me, and then bring you guys along. Okay, so I love you all, and until my next video, bye.